It's that time of year again when I go through my designer handbag collection, how vast it is, and I talk you through every piece. I have added a few pieces since last year, so we're going to go through those as well. I've categorised everything into 4 categories. So we've got everything from the everyday to statement pieces to event pieces to travel companions, and that's how I'm going to sort of like split it out for you. I have been collecting designer handbags for many years, well over a decade. So that is what this didn't all just happen in a couple of years, all right? So give me that grace. If there are links to any of these, if they are still available, they will be below, or I'll try my best to find them pre-loved for you. Guys, if you are new here, my name is Cassie, and I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, then you're probably gonna love it here. So head down there, subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. I also have a Substack, and that will be linked below. Now, before we get into the bags, I want to talk about today's video sponsor, IDYL, and I have a new pair to unbox with you. I also have a code to share with you that will be on the screen, Cassie Thorpe 10. IDYL has been a video sponsor on this channel for a while now, and why? Because I really love the everyday sparkle that they bring, okay? This is a family-owned fine jewellery brand. The quality is there. When I tell you I am not a precious person, as you're going to see from some of the bags I'm going to show you, but these just stand by me, okay? I went to the gym today, wore these, no problem. I sleep in them, I shower, I do whatever. I put together bits of furniture and whatnot. They are pieces that evolve with you and with your style. I have my diamond studs, and then I swap out the add-ons depending on my style for the day or where I'm going and all of that. So I'm going to show you my new ones that I got. These are all made with the top 1% of lab-grown diamonds created. Every piece, whether it's a stud or an add-on, comes with, this is the cutest thing, it's a diamond passport. I'm dead. And then each one has like a tiny certificate, okay? And it tells you the carat weight and color grade and cut, polish, everything. Oh my gosh. These are my first pieces from the high collection. I'm very excited because you know me, I love chunk, I love statement. Okay, I like bling with a capital B. And these are giving it. Okay, so I have a pair of the grand studs, which are 0.7 carats each. And the add-ons are the Larabelle. So I really get a little bit of everything here. I've got emerald cut, pear-shaped, and then the round. So I currently have on the Paris earrings and the capri, and then I also have this little cuff going on. You can also choose from all different colors of gold, okay? I'm currently in my white gold era. Look at the bling. These are sparkling like nobody's business. These are all designed in Antwerp, and I found out that the mum of the founders does some of the packing of the orders, and then the dad does all of the quality checks because he's a diamond expert, which makes me love them even more. They're always designing new add-ons. There's something more subtle, there's something a little bit more over the top for those of us that resonates with. Thank you so much for IDYL for sponsoring. My code is Cassie Thorpe 10. Go, enjoy, trust yourselves. We've got a lot to go through. Let's go through the everyday essentials. These are my dailies. These are like, I'm out and about, these girls are gonna come with me. The bag I most recently used, my Dior saddle bag. Oh, this is the original that was brought back. It was the original of the re-editions. And she is just such a legend to me. I will always love this bag. I'm actually contemplating buying vintage ones, more vintage ones. By the way, if there is anything in this video that I have forgotten, or it might be in the UK, or it might be being repaired. For example, I have a mini chain version of this that is currently, the colours being rejuvenated. I've fallen back in love with this bag. I love a shoulder bag moment, and I think that she has just lent into that very well for me. Also, yeah, it's a weird shape. It looks like a kidney. It looks like a sodding horse's saddle, whatever. Either way, she's fabulous. Although I have neglected this bag over the last couple of years, I don't know, I've fallen back in love with her again. I also love the fact that I did not get the crossbody strap with this. There is a crossbody strap you can buy, but she's a shoulder bag. She's meant to be a shoulder bag. Shoulder bag her. Switching gears ever so slightly. This isn't my bag, but I have commandeered it, and it is now mine. This was my mum's tote, and I was obsessed with this bag growing up. This was from the Louis Vuitton Miroir collection under Marc Jacobs, and it was this tote that has these puffy LV, it's called the Love Tote, right? So it spells love in the gold and the silver, and then you have the puffy little tag at the back there. I would just watch my mum using this bag, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever, because it's like, oh, it's something so boring and everyday as a tote, Louis Vuittonified into something cool. So I tend to use this if I am going out and about and I want to bring my laptop. This is my little tote bag. Great size, can fold down into nothing. She's a keeper. My only classic flap, even though a mini is not technically part of the classic range, whatever. This is the mini rectangular 2023, autumn winter possibly. And it is just this really great, although patent Chanel, it's not part of their 5-year warranty or whatever, it looks so good. It's ever so slightly metallic. She's mermaidy. She's a siren songstress temptress, okay? She is singing you them tunes from the depths of the sea, and you're listening and you are being captured by whatever she's got to say. The crossbody strap hits, I don't know, a fine length. It's not too low. It's fine. And I really enjoy this bag. And I'm so glad that this is the sort of like classic flap that I held out for, because it's just so good. She's perfect for spring summer, but she also, and let me tell you, patent might put you off for one reason or another, but it is weatherproof. If it's raining, she's gonna stand her ground, no problem. My tangerine dream. This is the Louis Vuitton Soufflot bag that comes with the baby. If you're looking for these vintage, because this is a vintage bag, sometimes you'll find it without the baby, and sometimes the baby is by itself. It should come as a full set. That's that juicy epi leather. Epi leather is so woefully underrated in my opinion. It is better than the on print leather at Louis Vuitton. It's so unique and different. It's a little bit if you know, you know, but she's also indestructible. I am a big fan. I will say that this bag is annoying to use because, and it's also very roomy. Okay, I got it in insane condition. Like, I'm pretty sure the person did not use it at all. Baby has a little LV here, and the mother has it there. It is annoying because this, what is that? Why is my arm at this angle? This is not a comfortable hold, okay? But she does look great. You're just gonna have to do it for one of these. I especially love her in the summer because she is just juicy. She is the juiciest, and I just want to eat her. This came in a few other colors as well, but come on. I think it's called Mandarin, technically, the color name. The Bulgari Casablanca collaboration. This was a tennis-based collaboration. So this bag is actually based off of vintage tennis rackets. So you have the wooden handle, and then, what is the perforation? She tried to talk as though she knew what she was talking about. She didn't. It's very sort of ladylike in its shape and very sort of prim and proper. But I think that all of this perforation and the wooden handle and these sorts of elements of it make it feel a little bit more fun and casual. The beautiful serpent with its malachite eyes. It comes with a raincoat, and it also comes with a white and green crossbody strap so that you can take the handle off just using these little, like, you just push them in and it pops out. And put this one in for a little bit more of a casual crossbody vibe. But it's a great bag. It's a very unique bag. It's a bag that I have never seen anybody else with. The Sunset by the Sea is what, like, she's always going to be a favorite of mine. This is spring, no, I lie, this is Cruise 2019. I got this for Christmas. And this is the beautiful cobalt blue. There was a beige and a peach version as well. They also did this in a bigger size. Look at those resin links and the gold chain top handle. And then you have this like guitar strap crossbody that again makes her feel casual, makes her feel easy. Sling her over your shoulder and go. It's also caviar leather. So again, she feels very hard wearing. I love the fact that they did this really, really rich yellow gold that just pops. And oh, a treat, dime. It is one of my bags that gets the most amount of compliments, and I'm not surprised because of the caviar leather. Honestly, if you are heavy-handed, do not go for the lambskin at Chanel, because I have had this for forever and she looks incredible nick. A very practical bag that I don't use all that often. This is the Chanel 19. I got this when it came out in December of 2019. You have this sort of like trendy, quilted, oversized quilting of Chanel, and then you have the braided CC that looks like the chain. Again, very roomy. This is the medium size. I think they also do a large. You also have the mixed metal chain. Okay, so she's gold and then she goes into this ruthenium, is that what they're calling it? And then you also have the leather strap here so that it doesn't eat into your shoulders. This is also one of those pieces that the leather, while soft, I think this is like a coated goat skin or something. I don't know, I'm getting confused. I had lots of confusing information about whether this was goat or lamb or whatever. It's very hard wearing, it's very durable. A somewhat recent addition. This is the, what do they call it? I don't even know if this had a name. All I know is that it's a Prada nylon east-west bag that I saw around Christmas last year, loved the style, thought that the price was a little bit OTT, and then saw in the outlet for 50% off, at which point I was like, well, this is a sign she has to come home with me. And I have used this bag so much, even in the short amount of time that I've had it. It's so easy, it's light, you can fit a lot in there. I even have my cutie little Fendi, this is baby Elton with his little dancing legs. The colour is called Lawn. Okay, they did do an all leather version of this, but I am a sucker for a good fabric bag. I've got a little bag organizer in here that isn't an exact match, but it works. I also really enjoy this hefty little leather wrapped padlock. This is a vintage Celine boogie bag. I have never actually worn this bag. This bag was a gift. And so you have this white leather, and then you have the little Triumph logo on the plaque on the side and all the Triumph logos on all of the studs. It's a very easy to use bag. I'm just not necessarily a white bag person. Well, you'll see. I'm very trepidatious because, like I mentioned, I am heavy-handed. However, don't be surprised if I think that we'll like start to see these come back and be reeditioned, okay? Because this is such an easy bag, especially with east-wests and all of that. I feel like this is something that we might see Celine do a little bit of a resurgence for. Another golden child of mine. Best money I've ever spent, so sorry to report. The Louis Vuitton P9. I've gone on and on about this bag on this channel. There are a number of videos about it. However, in a nutshell, she is sumptuous and soft. She molds into everything. She is so easy to use. This is the 25 size, and the P9s, as opposed to the regular Speedies, are basically made out of this super soft leather. They also have a plaque on the inside, commemorates it, and tells you which collection this is from. So this is from Autumn Winter 24. It comes with a matching pouch in that same beautiful leather, and it is just a pleasure to use. I love how easy it is. I grab it, she's soft, she's molding, she's comfortable to carry. It does come with a longer crossbody strap. I just love it, I really do. Obviously I've put all of my little jingle jangles on her and my little Hermes shrimp and Fendi perfume bottle, and I also have put all of my little Louis Vuitton beauty accoutrement on the inside. I use this bag so much. This bag and my Prada nylon are like the ones that I'm just like, it's daily, I need to grab and go, I'm out and about. These are the ones I go to every single time. Well, most of the time. Now, although I'm putting her as a daily bag, I hardly really use her, mainly because this is not necessarily a bag I like to use like if I'm out and about, because you have to top handle it. There's no other crossbody. It's not all that easy to weasel your arm in and whatever. I mean, you know, it's not impossible, but I actually need to force myself to use it more. I usually prefer to wear this bag when I know that I'm like Uber to place, in the place, Uber home, just because it can sometimes feel quite cumbersome, which I know is stupid because it is a size 25. This is an Hermes Birkin size 25 in Togo leather, palladium hardware, in the colour bamboo, and I got this in 2020. It's a beautiful bag. I'm very grateful to have a Birkin in my collection, all of that business. I just need to use her more. Like, what am I sodding scared of? You know, it's like, it's the hype, oh, it's a sodding Birkin, it's a Birkin. Okay, it's a bag, let me just use it. Get over yourself, Cassie. This is my most grandmothery bag. This is the Chanel Kelly bag, or the mini shopping tote. I can't remember what else. The nano shopping, something like that. If you asked a child to draw a bag, this is the bag that they would draw. In the normal size, they also do a tiny size now with the gold hardware. And it also has a chain strap that is nicely hidden behind the handle, so if you do want to top handle it, it doesn't look like it's incomplete. This has a very long drop. We could have scooched that up here, couldn't we? I also added my little Anya Hin March Kit Kat, because I felt like they kind of work together. Okay, they're fun. You know, especially because like she's so uptight and prim and proper, and this is just like, ooh, You didn't expect a Kit Kat to be hanging on the side of here. No, I didn't. Exactly. I have a lot of Chanel bags. This one is a pink jersey camera bag. I do, like I mentioned, I like fabric bags. I just think that they just feel really casual and like everyday. You have this great CC stitch into the side. This side, you do have this little 4-leaf clover lucky charm on the zip pull. Gold hardware. I've stuffed her on the inside. This is a bag that's like in a similar category as like the Prada. Why is this man mowing his lawn at the same time I'm doing this? Did you not know I was filming this video, sir? It's like a really great fuchsia. It's easy. You have the little CC on there. And it fit, once again, it fits a lot in there. It's also very light. It's an easy one to pack and all of that business. It feels no fuss. We love her. This is my Louis Vuitton Keep All XS. This is from Spring Summer 2022. And it is just this really great neon green ombre with this. No video actually does this bag any justice. It is such a different colour in person. This almost looks like minty on camera. It's not. It is a lime, it is a radioactive sodding green, okay? That's got this really great ombre, and the way that it's been debossed with extra shadowing, so it looks like the Louis Vuitton is really in there. It comes with a crossbody strap. This is such a special bag. The top handles mean that you can like dress it up, and again, you'll see, I like casual bags. You can dress it up and she's still, you know, like a little bit edgy. Or you can crossbody when you want to do every day. And again, deceptively roomy. This is a bag of mine, like my fit, like she's not going anywhere, she's not getting sold, she is staying put. I use my Mini Kelly way more than my Birkin. I just feel like she's more carefree. I either do the handheld, yes, I'm going to an event, I'm going to an evening dinner, I'm going to something like that. This Rodeo, a rodeo, whatever, is exactly the same colour. So this is orange poppy in Chev leather Mini Kelly that is actually a verso. So a verso means that the interior is a different colour. I can't remember what the interior colour is, but it's kind of like a terracotta. She's a cutie patoodles, okay? I crossbody her. That's Ivy, and this is Poppy. My first Fendi baguette, and then it was love from then on. Much like my Dior saddlebag, I want to, like I haven't bought my first vintage Fendi baguette yet, which is atrocious behaviour, so that needs to change. But this is just stunning. It's actually very delicate because of all of this stitching around the sides. But this is, you've got the Fendi Zucker print in canvas, it's not coated or anything, it's just the fabric. You have the baguette clasp and then this neon green, neon yellow actually, piping stitching that goes all the way around the bag. It continues around the strap as well. Now this is from the Aroma Amore collection, but she is loud and she is logoed and I love that about her. I bought this bag last year. Yeah, last year. The years are going by. I do not know the name of this bag. I've had lots of people ask me because it is such a good bag, but it is an east-west, almost like clutch on chain, trendy situation because it has this bar on the top that says Chanel in enamel, and I love it. I love an east-west bag. It is in this bubblegummy pink, okay? You have sections for everything, and the one strap that is not adjustable, that is the length it's going. So you are either giving us a little bit of a shoulder action. Look how cute that is. It's so like slimline and chic. I got this in Paris. She was sitting alone by herself and I was like, how do you not have an owner? And so I stepped in and did my civic duty. Or you tuck her in, and because she's east-west, you know, she feels sort of like elegant, right? You can tuck in, there we go. And she's a clutch. Oh yeah, she's a little evening clutch. Get you a girl that can do both. So that symmetry pouch, okay? I know that you're probably tired of people talking about this bag a lot. It's a great sodding bag. I have this sort of light, I would call it a light denim suede. It is so roomy, okay? You're like, this is a small bag, this is a mini bag. You can't really get much in there. Lies. You can get a camera in there, no problem. I really enjoy that you have this gold swivel lock situation and then just a top handle. I've put this in dailies because I like it for something like casual, but I don't necessarily need all my hands free, so I'm just like this. Or for something a little bit more eventy as well. I really like these and can see myself collecting, and I have another one of these in the collection that you shall see. And in a similar sort of family, we have my Dior DJoy, okay? So this is a east-west version of the famous Lady Dior bag, but she is cut in half and made long. This colour, I don't know, to be honest with you. I saw it called two different things. So you have that full, like, the straps go all the way down. It did come with a crossbody strap. That was weird to me, okay? It was like, this is far too east-west to be doing a crossbody anything. But love the shoulder strap. Again, she's giving similar vibes to the pink Chanel, okay? She's easy, and because the handles fold down, it feels very seamless against the body. They now do this in two smaller sizes. This is the regular size, and the hardware is sort of like a champagne. It's not quite silver, it's not quite gold. Flap to close there, or you can do something a little bit more formal, and she's top handled. The Jacquemus Le Chiquito that has this sort of very sort of tactical looking utilitarian crossbody strap that they added because it was from the collection, which is quite funny. It is in this kind of like suede nubuck fabric, and it's your classic Jacquemus Le Chiquito of controversial fame, one of the original TBE's Tiny Bag Energy. RIP, they've only gone and discontinued her. The Fendi First. This is the Fendi First in the large size in the grey calligraphy pattern. Gold hardware, and it comes with this thicker strap that really does a shoulder only. You have these little swivel out rings, so that you can attach the strap on. Obviously, this is a very autumn winter bag. Okay, this is actually maybe my only very obviously seasonal wintry bag, because it's in that wool, right? Like, I don't want to be carrying this in the summer and she's making me sweat against, you know, my hip. What a weird place to sweat anyway. I need to use this bag more. It's a bag that I have neglected in the past, but I want to gravitate more towards this season. So, you know what? I apologise for all the times I've looked at you and chosen somebody else. This is a bag that I stupidly put to sleep for 3 years because I left it at home when I moved here, and then I went home back to the UK recently and reclaimed her from her slumber. This is the Chanel boy bag, and this was from the Cruise 2015 Paris-Dubai collection. It is in this absolutely incredible gunmetal-y gold. I don't even know what colour this is. All perforated, which you would think would be weird because I do have a level of trypophobia, but not this much. And it is great. This is the medium-sized boy bag. Why did we forget about her? Why did she like fall out of style? Because this is excellent. I got this in the Beverly Hills Chanel. Okay, and I do still remember that it was $5,200. I don't know how much they are now in dollars, probably a lot more. She feels edgy. She feels mysterious and cool. This is a woman who walks into a party and you're like, I don't know anything about her, but I want to. I want to know her life story. Why? Because she's just oozing a level of mystery and fabulosity that I wish to know more about, and that's this bag. If you're a seasoned subscriber, she's not new to you. This was one of the first bags that I spoke about a lot on this channel. It's a belt bag. You can do it across the titties. Nice little magnetic closure, keep everything to the chest. Actually, I've spotted 2 women out and about with this over the last month or so. So I'm happy that they are still rocking her. This is a coated canvas. It's indestructible. Okay, and whilst I'm not necessarily gravitating to her at the moment, give me a year or so. Dior Rim Mower collaboration. This is the personal case, I think that's what they called it. Anyway, they did this in a few colours. I went with the silver, and it is just this very sort of like utilitarian-y, excellent for travel, might I add. Little bag. I've adjusted it so that it's right high up near the titties, and there we go. She's got a space for everything. This is quite restrictive in that it is that aluminium. You can't like squeeze anything in. So if it's not fitting into any of these gaps, it's not fitting in. It is very sort of like novelty and cool because it looks like a tiny suitcase. Our final member of the everyday category is this blue perforated. I've got a thing for Chanel perforation. I mean, come on. This blue perforated Chanel. It's like half fabric, half leather. I do not know. Maybe this was from that Flight collection. This was my first proper. I had a Chanel wallet on chain that was my first Chanel bag, and then this. And to this day, she's giving cool. She's cool, she's carefree. She, you know, has been worn. You can see the corners are wearing and whatever. But this is great. It's light. Chanel is so much more than the classic flap, and I really love specifically the seasonal Chanel bags. I think that is where you really find such fun, unique pieces that you don't see a lot of other people with. But her, she's not like all the other girls. The next category, by the way, if my hair is all over the place, honestly, I'm sorry, but I'm not, because there's a lot of bags to get through here, okay? And my hair is the least of our concerns. We are now going to move into event bags, starting out with my party girl. This is the Benedetta Brasices Le Viti Mignon in the color bronze, and it is bedazzled to the nth degree. It is absolutely covered in crystals, and then you have this white crystal buckle. And she is just going to be there for you on a night out, okay? You need 3 things with you, one of which is a comb, which comes with the bag. And there we go. She is giving sparkle. She looks incredible with flash photography. Just think of that. Just think of all of the sodden prisons of light going there. Physics, Pink Floyd. What? Anyway, I also love, like, the movement of this bag, because it is just, like, this, like, sagging... Sagging is not a word that's got a good connotation, but I like the sag of it, okay? She's a cutie. This is a bag that I don't even think I've ever spoken about on this channel. This is this absolutely phenomenal Celine gold clutch. This was a gift from the eBay team when I went to go to their office in San Jose last year. And this is Willy Wonka. This is my golden ticket, okay? It is so elegant and chic. And look at the gold interior. It's just a golden bar. It is a golden bar of deliciousness, and she's just extremely, I just find her so elegant, but also so statementy and over the top at the same time. Is it a bag? Who cares? There is this. This is actually technically called a card holder, but it does come with a chain so that you can crossbody it. So it's whatever you want it to be. This is the Brandon Blackwood card holder in green crystals. You swing the bee open here, and you really just have rooms for your cards and a dream. So that is just, I just love the audacity of taking this to an event and then like, this is my bag. Just like, good evening, it's me. It just seems so ridiculously over the top, and for that, I'm a fan. This is my Ferragamo Wonder Clutch that looks like a mixture of mustard and ketchup on screen. On screen even. It doesn't look like that in real life, okay? It's much more orangey. And this is a sort of re-edition of an older bag style that they did called the Wonder. Comes with a crossbody strap that is orange. Again, she's not fitting in much, which is why I've put her into event. But when I do need a bright orange, juicy little bag, she's there for me. This bag style, for some reason they stopped doing. Okay, so this is another TBE tiny bag energy of mine. You will see more of them. And this is a tiny version of the classic Fendi Peekaboo bag. Okay, this side doesn't move, stationary clasp, and then this side, if I take out its crossbody strap, that you can actually close her with the little turn lock. Okay, now it has this glorious golden top handle. So this bag is called like the Maxi Peekaboo top handle, something like that, the Nano Maxi. It has a little clasp here so that you can actually take it off and clasp it onto the arm of another bag as a bag charm, which, to be honest, is very fabulous, and I have yet to do. They did this in a couple of colours, and I don't know why it was like only kept seasonally, because this was such a fabulous little idea. This is the cheapest bag in my collection, and I love her so much. This is my Edie Parker undies clutch, and she looks like a satin pair of knickers. She is glorious and light and has the cutest little turn lock. It does also come with a crossbody strap, unneeded. Not needed. This is a fabulous clutch. Okay, I have worn her so much recently, well, since I got her, to events and things, because I just need a black bag that goes with everything, but isn't boring. Sorry, enter. I also use her as a catch-all pouch inside of the Love tote that I showed you earlier to like put my wallet and stuff, so that's not just rattling around. My only red bag, if we're not counting the Ferragamo, because she is a kind of ombre queen, is this little satin Fendi Baguette phone pouch. It's like a little sort of pochette style. It does come with a satin crossbody strap. They don't actually manufacture this colour for you to buy, because this was a gift for going to the fashion show, which was a very magical experience for me. I gravitate to her a lot more than one would think, okay, even though I claimed I was not a red girl, so I don't know what's going on. The Elia Lecoeur clutch, which They do as a crossbody. They didn't do many of them as a clutch, even though I think this is beyond fabulous. So this is in a blue velvet that, to be honest with you, has seen better days. I spilled something on it, so it has these like random dots. I don't know how one cleans velvet. I will take that to somebody who knows what they're doing. Again, deceptively roomy and perfect for an evening out, or even just like any sort of, especially if you're wearing a gown or something like this, just gives a little bit of edginess while still being appropriately, you know, a perfect little clutch. So there we go. The Chanel clutch on chain Pearl Crush. Why is it called the Pearl Crush? Because it's got this and you can adjust the strap because of it. This is, I've put this under event, even though that's a lie, because this is much more of like a daily, I literally just need my cards and keys situation. So here she is. She's cute, she's tiny. You can adjust her, you can do a belt bag even. And I love a bit of versatility, even though this could like really whack your neighbour in the thigh, depending on whether or not they deserved it. The Prada Reedition 2000 all crystalled, come on. If there was ever a version of the Reedition that I would get, it would be this. It is also super light, easy. It's got a little stuffer in there to keep her standing. I actually love using this casually because it is just such a ridiculous piece to walk around with on a daily basis. One that I recently brought back from the UK, this is an Alexander McQueen skull clutch with its fabulous little head here, encrusted in pink crystals. This is a pink python. You swing the head back and she's open. This is like such a quintessential fabulous little evening clutch. And I love the fact that she's in this fuchsia. It was very kindly gifted by the brand. This is by the brand Verified. And then I added this twilly, and I have another little Fendi friend here for a little bit of pizzazz. But the thing to mention about this bag, so it has a frame mechanism. It's got 3 different sections. It does come with 2 sets of longer straps. So you can take the straps off and she's a clutch, or you can add the longer straps and she's a shoulder bag. So I was like, okay, I like the fact that you're a 3-in-1 here. Once again, we like versatility. The next category are travel companions. So these are either great travel bags or bags that I leave specifically for travel. One of my favorite travel bags is this ridiculous, stupid, plastic paper bag that was from the collaboration between Gucci and Comme des Garçons. And it's just very cool. It's by no means, you know, incredibly expensive and whatever, but I just love to travel with this bag. It crumples up into nothing. You can fold her like that to be packed. I like the fact that as it wears with time, you see the crumple of the paper through the plastic, but it's also really quite durable. And when I tell you, this thing can really carry some weight. So she has proved herself over and over again. A queen, a legend. This is my Celine Phantom that I went absolutely crazy for when it came out. I was in uni, so when was that? Nee, did we start uni? What year? 2011 times, okay, and I skipped classes to be able to go and get this bad boy. To be honest with you, they only really came in neutral colours at that time during that season. There was this, although there was like a butter yellow, I remember. Anyway, I went for the grey because I wanted something timeless. How very different I think now. Colour transferred up the wazoo, but we love her anyway. It's heavy, you want to fill her. It is just a giant hole that is currently filled with all of my travelling things. But she's great. She's got stains at the bottom of her, she's got stories to tell, and I am glad that she is back in my arms. My only beach bag, and to be honest with you, do I even need more than one? Because this tote really does it all. Just a green sack of raffia with the Loewe tape straps there, and you fill her up. Once again, easy to pack. I don't necessarily like structured beach bags because this is now my carry-on bag as well. This is easy to pack. You lay it on top, you can fold it, it's easy, and it's big enough to carry all of my beach essentials. And she's a fun colour, so why not? Yet another civet. The mesh one just really lends herself to a fabulous tropical getaway. I love the mesh. It is the lightest sodding thing in the world, and I used this so much this summer. Theft from my mother, the Chanel Reporter bag. An excellent travel bag if you do not need your laptop. If you need your laptop, then your laptop's going to have to go in your cabin, okay? Because it's not going to fit in this. You have a pouch for everything. This bag is just the coolest, okay? It also just has that Y2K vibe of extraness. This could also be an everyday bag, definitely. It's just more things that I carry around with me on an everyday basis. They used to do like black with white, pink with black, and a white and something or other. Another bag that gets a hell of a lot of use on holiday is my little Alaya Mina bag. This is the size 20. And in this blue, it's all laser cut leather, and it's, if I don't need as much as that beach bag, but I still, you know, like sunglasses, sun cream and whatever, straight into this. It's got a little pouch attached to it there for cards and whatnot, and not just for holiday. I love this for being around the city as well. You have made it to the final category, and this is the statement bags. Is there anything more statementy than the Louis Vuitton Miroir Speedy? This is in the size 30, and I've been obsessed with this bag since I knew of its existence. It is just so in your face and ridiculous, but in the most Y2K and nostalgic way, truly. I do have a Speedy 30 bag organiser inside of it, and I managed to find it in really great condition. But the thing with the Speedies is whenever there is, if it's going to be in this moire material, wherever you have a bend in it, it's going to crack over time, right? So you have these small cracks, but to be honest with you, it's nothing that puts me off. It is so over the top and obnoxious in the very best way. Does it count as a bag if it can't hold anything? Well, it can hold one singular mint. This is the Le Petit Chiquito, and she is a channel mascot, okay? She is a channel mascot along with Prudence, my Judith Lieber pillbox, who is also just a cutie patootie. I mean, what is that? Just, you know what it is? It brings joy. That's what these things do. That's their job. And they're doing it, don't lie. You're cracking a little smile on the other side, aren't you? This is such a fabulous piece. This is my Brandon Blackwood taxi clutch that I got to wear for my like welcome party for my wedding. I haven't worn it since, but don't you worry, I will. It opens like that. And again, you are basically getting in cards and possibly a lip gloss that can fit in this small slanted area. Again, it came with a crossbody strap, but it is just so chic to carry this handheld, right, just like that. This is how I did it. I was like, yeah, yes. Welcome to my wedding. Welcome, welcome to New York. Another bag I haven't shown on this channel is this Edie Parker burn bag. Why is it called a burn bag, Cassie? Because you have this high shine, it's very like juicy orange metallic, and should you need a lighter, am I allowed to show fire on YouTube? It's just fire, right? Anyway, then there it is. I do not smoke, nor do I partake in anything that sort of involves a lighter. However, I do think it is very cool. And it's a fun little magic trick either way. A very magical baguette of mine. This is the Fendi collaboration with Sarah Jessica Parker, who is obviously known for her love of baguettes and Carrie Bradshaw's love of baguettes and all of that. This came in blue, purple, green, and like a pinky red. And as far as I'm aware, was really only to be pre-ordered at the Reese for another Fendi show that I was invited to. They've now forgotten that I exist. It's fine, it's fine. Times change. But anyway, a fun thing about this bag, it comes with its crossbody strap. And you can also remove these D-rings so that it does feel much more of a clutch. This is all sequined. And the way that it's done in this kind of ombre with this spine almost makes it look like snakeskin, but it is not. It has this buckle, okay? And the fun thing about the buckle is that, and you can do this with the sort of like made-to-order baguettes, is that you can swap out the buckle like that. So I think she's feeling bubbly and crystally at the moment. But it is a stunning bag. It's a bag that feels very special to me and is again one that shall never be parted with. Spring Summer 2021. This tiny Chanel mini vanity that you think would hold nothing. It holds way more than nothing, let me tell you. It is so cute, okay? This was before vanity bags really kind of like got super popular that they are now. You can fit cards, lip gloss, keys, the essentials, you know, and what more do you need? There's Apple Pay on your phone now. Get with the times. It is so adorable and ridiculous, and that makes it absolutely perfect for my collection. Speaking of ridiculous, this is my Saint Laurent takeaway box. It is made of one piece of leather that's sort of been origamied together to create a McDonald's Happy Meal, essentially. You have this sort of debossed leather with the Saint Laurent Cassandra logo all over it, suede interior. It's, you know, it's annoying to get into and out of, but you're here to make a statement. And that is most certainly what this bag is giving you. These are my quadruplets. I have a thing for Fendi Nano baguettes. This one I think is called the Maxi handle because it has a handle bigger than itself. It is made out of nylon that's got stitched in the FFs in this sort of khaki green with a lavender. And all of these come with tiny chain straps that, to be honest with you, are useless to me. I much prefer to use them something like this, like that. That's just how she is. This is just how she lives. This is who she is. And they all, except for one, have this ring at the back that also means that you can detach the strap and clip it onto things as a bag strap. This is the like original FF Zucker print one. Again, you have that. I like to clip this to a belt loop. Well, this can house my AirPods and we're off. We're off doing our thing. This one was from the autumn winter collection, not last year, the year before, 2023. And she's completely bedazzled. And I just think it's so funny, the fact that such a tiny bag can be bedazzled with such massive crystals. Like, it just seems so out of proportion in the best way. This one has a leather strap, so it feels a little bit more baggy as opposed to an accessory. This one is from the Fendi collaboration with Tiffany. So you have that glorious Tiffany blue, you have the FFs here that also create Tiffany tees in enamel, and all of the hardware on this is the Tiffany sterling silver, and you also have this "Please return to Tiffany" charm hanging off. This is much more of like a little cute little event bag, okay? She's, you know, she's practically jewellery. She's just like the cutest little delicate piece of, what am I trying to say? She's a tiny TBE, tiny cutie little bag, okay? The Jacquemus Le Ronde Carré. Kind of very similar to my Saint Laurent takeaway bag, but this time it's a lunch bag. And it's in this patent leather. It's absolutely massive, and then you just have this bar across the top that rolls closed with a golden cube and a golden sphere. It's kind of annoying and heavy to use, but you're going there for the vibes, you're going for the statement, and all of that she brings in droves. Is it a bag? Not really. Have I made it into a bag? Sort of. This is the Louis Vuitton Box Scott, which is a clear trinket box that I have fashioned a twilly onto so that it makes into a bag. It's just kind of ridiculous and stupid and over the top. You know, I could use her as a little tiny trinket box. There we go, she's not been opened in a while. Should I wish to? So, you know what, 2 in 1. She came into my life in December 2024. This is the Louis Vuitton Murakami Marilyn bag. And I loved the fact that Louis Vuitton brought back the Takashi Murakami collection, but they didn't bring back this style, which was my favourite style that they made back in the day, which was the Marilyn. You have all of these studs in different sizes. You have the biggest buckle closure on a bag in, you know, ever. Not really, but you know what I mean. It has that dramatic closure. You then have the chain. You then have this vachetta leather strap. It's in the black Murakami. Like, it's just so ridiculous in a Y2K way. The interior is really quite big again. Much more roomy than you would think. And she can be used as a clutch, as a shoulder bag, as well as just an on the arm. I'm running around town with my fabulous Louis Vuitton Marilyn bag. They did do a croc version of this, which I'm not opposed to getting as well as time goes on, but they want a lot of money for it. Wherever the vachetta leather is green croc. What? It's very me. Never a more perfect collab did exist for me than when Fendi collaborated with Versace, two of my favourite brands of all time. This bag I saw on the runway and I was like, that's the one for me. It is in a silk, it's quilted, you have this ridiculous silk bow twilly on the side, and you have this braided handle. It is the loudest baguette you will ever see, and she is perfect. It's got cherubs somewhere. It has cherubs on the twillies, maybe. Cherubs exist somewhere on this. You have the Versace Medusa, as well as the Fendi FF belt buckle. It was just like so ridiculously over the top. Comes with a crossbody strap. That, how could I resist? It is opulence and gaudiness and tack in the most beautiful, perfect way, in my opinion. It's also very light and like comfy to wear. The Bottega Mini Jodie took the world by storm, and I was waiting for my colour of it, and then they dropped chlorophyll. which happens to be the best Bottega colour that they've possibly ever dropped ever. It is this radioactive green patent. Once again, it's not all that easy to get into and out of, but the vibes are phenomenal with this bag. I have not seen another bag like this. You can be here, it looks great like this, but also you can clutch her, you can hold her, whatever. It's easy, it's a no-brainer, and this colour, I'm still sort of have my eyes open for if they did a pouch version. If I find a pouch version of this at a good price, I'm onto her. Another teeny tiny bag of mine. This is a tiny Bulgari Serpenti emerald little, it's like a card holder slash bag because it has this chain, but you can also add the chain. I've also worn this on a belt loop. I've carried this as a tiny bag. I've also used it as a card holder as well. This clutch I think I've used once and never again. This is from Lilingi. I can't remember the name of it. It has these huge crystals. You can put like 3 cards in it and nothing else. It's ridiculously small, but it's cute. A running theme. The last 2 bags are both custom and were both for my wedding. So this one was made by the brand Home in Heaven, and they made the glass Coperni bag, and so as soon as I got engaged I was like, I know I want this bag. So I wore this at my courthouse wedding with, once again, like a little bit of cash and a lip gloss, or you can use it empty and it's just more of an accessory, you know, in this sort of like champagne gold, okay? But this is like a piece of art. This is a piece of art that was hand blown, perfect and fabulous and stunning, and it has a heart thing because it's heart, because it's love. Yeah, you get it. And then for my hen do slash bachelorette, I got this incredible custom Edie Parker clutch. I think it's called the Slim Box clutch, something like that, with lime green letters that say Cassie with $2 signs, with gold shadowing, gold glitter shadowing, gold hardware to open. It has a mirror on the inside, and there we go. She was so fabulous. I will use this over and over again. And how fabulous is it to have a personalised little clutch with your name on it? Like, yes. They can have ones that say literally whatever, and it's all like hand poured and everything else. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me know which is your favourite bag. Don't forget to check out IDYL and use my code if you do, Cassie Thorpe 10. Thank you so much for IDYL again for sponsoring. And if you did make it through, leave a tiny bag emoji so that I know. I'm going to leave a link to another video over here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are. And in the words of my father,
if you've enjoyed it, tell your friends. If you haven't, keep your mouth shut.
I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.